me tell you about this experiment, Bart. We're gonna move on.
Okay.
So,
My life was crazy.
Just an intro video like that. It's like 3, 2, 1. Would you ever make out with your mom?
No, he
You're
actually
crazy.
he said that before I said action.
Okay.
So I was like, you guys don't know what he said. But then now he told you.
My life is crazy, and he's like, oh yeah? Did you drink gasoline? You ain't that crazy, man. You acting crazy. You don't know what crazy is, girl.
Yep. So this story here, it has nothing to do with gasoline,
Or making out with your mom.
or making out with your mom. So this one's about a team of researchers from Shenzhen University, and they found via experimentation that young males given a dose of testosterone are more generous when they are watched by others.
What?
Wait. Define how young and what does it mean to be watched by others?
Okay, so this experiment involved rubbing
Good questions.
a testosterone gel on the upper arms and shoulders of 140 male volunteers between the ages
Can you
of
soak
18 and
testosterone
25.
this way?
Topically, yeah.
Really? It works like that?
What is it? It's a steroid still?
It's still a steroid, yeah. Testosterone's a steroid.
I think I got too many. I don't want to take any more.
Yeah.
He's wearing overalls right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so the age, because you asked the age, 18 between 18 and 25.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So then they ended up doing this experiment where half of them had been treated with the gel containing testosterone, the other one with the placebo. And so then they waited for 3 hours for the testosterone to make its way into their bodies. And then they were asked to donate money to a well-known charity. And so some of the volunteers were asked to donate in a private setting, while others were were asked to donate in front of others. And that's when they found that those men who had received the gel with the testosterone and who were asked to donate while others watched tended to donate the most money.
The test makes you like flex in multiple ways.
I think so.
Your muscles and your money.
Yeah, I think it's a power. It's like establishing dominance. Like I could take care of people. I feel like that's what the test is doing.
So if you want to make money, get a lot of buff guys around you.
But people have to be watching though. People have to be watching.
We're gonna test this topical testosterone. Let's see how much you donate. Don't you think that also maybe he has like some sort of like, do they all have the same financial upbringing? Like,
True.
Yeah.
What's the control
you know what I
factor
mean?
here?
It's like I don't have testosterone. I also have no money, so I'm not gonna donate. You know, like what how does that? We're gonna put on testosterone. Now we're gonna see if you're gonna donate money.
They probably could have gave them all $1,000, you know, like each.
Everyone gets a
Yeah,
dollar.
Oh yeah, like an allowance.
They're like, how much you want to give? Like, well, fuck, I'll keep $20, and then yeah,
Yeah,
Fair
so
enough. I
the
just
thing
thought that
is
was a
too-
funny variable.
it is funny. It is funny.
These researchers, they had looked into the fact that testosterone in the body is linked to status-seeking behavior by men. So then they wanted to see like how far does this go? So then they realized,
You're trying to go up the pecking order. The more testosterone you have.
Picking duck.
and then yeah,
King duck order, huh?
Quack quack.
Oh, I want more testosterone. I want it.
Wait, you just said you didn't want it, and then you want it.
I know.
Too many.
I think it's the Peking duck that turned him.
Oh yes.
It's the Peking duck. I want it.
I want the bow that comes with the Peking duck.
The bow.
Yeah, the bow.
The more testosterone, like naturally people have, it's actually the more calmer you are.
Really?
Is that true?
Palmer.
You sound really calm right now. Let me tell you that.
That's why, because he has so
because
much
it's
of
kind
it.
of like if you are anxious and nervous, you're not alpha. Then you're just chilling because you just see like if you see like Daddy Gorilla, right? And then people around them are like fighting or whatever, you just like,
Yeah.
and then they stop. But then like the more not so dominant guys will like be extreme and big and like be Mr.
Yeah,
Tough Guy because he
overcompensating.
has to overcompensate and he's like super aggressive and shit. And then Daddy Gorilla comes by and he just whacks him on his head, and then he doesn't waste that much energy,
Yeah.
and he's just chilling.
What about the chill guys who just don't give a shit about anything?
The surfer gorillas?
Surfer gorillas.
They're like, we don't play.
Sup, bro?
Got high testosterone? Nah, I just like to surf.
By the way, here's $20.
Oh, no one's watching? No one's watching? Let me get it back.
Only if someone's watching.
Yeah. I know, they were very specific about that.
Yeah.
Because of the status-seeking behavior. That's
It's like peacocking. You have to like make sure there's an audience, and then like, oh, is your alpha? Yeah?
Oh, peacock duck.
Is that to say that women peacock duck? Is that to say that women don't have those tendencies then? Like women don't want to give.
They didn't mention women in the study. They were just.
I feel like that's a human behavior. I feel like even women have there's like a pecking order and like there's status seeking, right?
That's true, because just earlier today we were talking about the way we all tip, and I was saying like when I'm being watched by the cashier and they flip the screen around and like they're asking if I want to tip, the fact that they're standing there watching me, and there's others where I'm like, okay, yes, let's tip. Like I do feel like end up being more generous because I am being watched. So I am interested to see how they study women.
You got a lot of testosterone. You got so much testosterone.
That's what it is.
Apparently.
Maybe one is like competitive tipping, because it's like, I'll take care of you. And then one is like social shame tipping.
Yeah.
Like, oh, everyone's watching. 25%. Good enough? All right, cool. You know, so it's not like a, what do you call it? Like the same motive. So just the result is tipping, but you don't know why. Like if people are competing, I think women and men both compete if they're competitive by nature. I don't know if testosterone does that, but people that do have testosterone, they seem more like always trying to like win. Or like be some, yeah, like
You said with less testosterone?
more testosterone. You're always trying to win.
Is it more primal? Is the idea of like, yeah, the alphas or people with higher testosterone or animals, I guess, being very dominant and like nurturing, like they can take care of the pack. You know what I mean? They're like the strongest in the group in a way, and in a human currency, that's like money. Actual currency, so it's like I can take care of more things. You know what I'm saying? So
the role of an old school king was he made the decisions, but he was also the biggest and strongest dude that would lead them into war. So it was like a charismatic, strong but also fair character. So that's what they strive to be. Not all of them are like that. Obviously, you have like murderous dudes, right? But
Power hungry.
yeah,
Crazy.
what ends up happening is like they'll go in and then they'll rape and pillage elsewhere, but then they bring, you know, more women, more lives, more kids, whatever, more treasure, and then they bring it back and then they spread it among the group. And then so the king is quote unquote generous, but at the end of the day, like he gets to choose and make the decisions and he's at the top. Yeah, but it's kind of like this weird Robin Hood, but not really. Yeah. I think in human, yeah, it's kind of like that. But if you think about primates, it's usually just a power thing. But if you think about lions, right? Like the alpha male lion is just chilling. He's a baby, like, monitor.
That's true,
He
because
doesn't
the
fucking
lioness
hunt. Yeah.
ends up going and hunting, right?
He's a baby factory. He's just fucking nutting in the girls and just chilling, and he's like trying to sleep, and then the babies come and bite him in the face, and he's like, "Fuck, dude!"
but he's susceptible to another male alpha to come in, and then when they come in, they have to fight for that dominant role,
yeah,
right? So
That's his only real threat.
yeah, there's a life or death element for how that testosterone gets tested, but maybe for like the civilized human being, right? We don't have to like measure our wits or anything like that in that same space by like, now you got this topical cream, see who's the last one standing. It's not like that. It's just like here's this topical cream, so you already have that like last man standing, and then they're like, here's some money, who's gonna donate? And you're like, me. Right?
But maybe it's like competition and testosterone. Maybe there's a correlation, because if you think about it, right? Like in every alpha situation, you get everything. Like life is, you have to bear the responsibility of like losing that position or constantly people competing with you. But if you think about it, like if you're super famous, right? What do you get? You get a lot of like treasures. You get a lot of like people wanting you. You get, you know, popularity. You get girls or whatever. And same for girls. Like if you're a top dog in that area, it's like you get rewarded for that. So maybe that drive is beneficial for that, I don't know, person, so they keep doing it. Or I don't know.
competition just, I don't know. I think it's a part of being human, though.
Yeah, I mean that's what propels humanity forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really wonder what these volunteers were donating before the testosterone, and then like if they're comparing it there, where it's like, oh yeah, they are being more generous, or what if like they end up being more generous because then they're like, oh shit, maybe I didn't tip enough in the first study, or whatever it is, because there's so many factors to consider.
It's such a weird study too. Like, why specifically the hormone of testosterone and giving?
That's what I'm saying.
It was because it had been previously linked to the status-seeking behavior.
Also, it's always status seeking.
Why the rubbed-in version?
Why not the injection?
Come here. You know, versus just like.
Give me your ass.
What if it was just a perverted lab tech that designed all this? Because he's like, how am I gonna rub some cream on some hot dudes? And then you. Oh yeah, it's a study. No, come on, bro. Yeah.
Here's some money.
They probably should have done like other studies too. Like the second you finish the donating section, it's like you go into the next room. It's like a wardrobe. It's like what outfit are you gonna put on now? You know what I mean?
What do you think the result
There's
is?
like sweat, slides, scrubs. There's fucking royalty like garb. You know what I mean? Military outfit, anything. Business suit or just fucking silk like Hugh Hefner shit. Like what are you gonna wear?
They should have done if it was about status, it should have been like multiple things, like what role would you take or whatever, right? Because what if the charity was to some shit they didn't believe in, and then more people donated because they believed in like this charity or whatever? There's just so many different.
I mean,
fucked
the
up
fact that they
variables.
said well-known charity too, like that, the fact that it's well-known might make you want to donate more to it because you're like, oh, this is popular, like it must be doing good with
The Red Cross.
Testicular Cancer Foundation from steroids.
Hello guys, thank you guys so much for watching all of our videos, and I know it's been a million years in the making, but we finally got Just Kidding News merch.
Yep.
So make sure you go down to the store below and you can
Wow.
yeah, and you can get a piece of JK News. And thank you guys for supporting.
Thank you.
Bye bye.